6 points and 7 rebounds a game. And you see what he's doing this season, and he's only played 6 games, and he's still recovering from the hip surgery. So you wonder what he's going to look like when he's at full strength.
You know that he was very much missed. Offensive foul.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's on Williamson.
So Williamson gets his first try to. I thought it might have been Iverson.
Yeah, I know you did.
Who just checked in. 2 minutes in to this second quarter. Jim O'Brien, who did some great things in Boston, took over a 12-22 ball club, and then his first full season brought the Celtics to the playoffs for the first time in 7 years, got them to the conference finals. The next year, as the 6th seed, they knocked off the Pacers in the first round. Fred Jones. So Freddie Jones, who as this season continues, looks to be the Pacers' super sub. So versatile at 6'2". On the defensive end, he's shown that he could guard anybody up to a 6'9" Al Harrington. Korver, there's Jones stopping that three-point attempt. And Indiana gets the ball back. So Freddie Jones on the offensive end and now here on the defensive end, trying to thwart Korver, who had 5 3-pointers against Utah on Monday in 7 attempts. He has made the second most 3-pointers in the NBA this year, 66.
Yeah, this is a good call here. Let Freddie take. Kyle Korver is a smart defender, but he's not a great defender.
And Jones gets by him.
Oh, yeah, you stay here. Corliss Williamson just pushed Jeff Foster.
And Williamson has his second. So 1 and 2 for Williamson within a matter of possessions.
You see right here, Fred wins it, but you'll see coming out of there all of a sudden, see Jeff, just as he starts to leap, he ends up under the basket because of the foul on Corliss Williamson.
You know, Fred Jones is starting to remind me of with that step and beating people off the dribble, going back to the old Denver Nugget days, and David Thompson. And he's the kind of guy who also has that leaping ability.
He's athletic that way.
Here he goes again, trying to take advantage of Korver on this side of the floor. Gets by him and again swoops to the hoop. The adventures of Indiana Jones. And he is dissecting Kyle Korver. And it's an 8-0 run for the Pacers.
It put Jim O'Brien in a tough bind because Korver hadn't made a shot. And then defensively, he can't stop Fred Jones. So at some point, you may get that 3-point shooter out of the game. That's why Rick is taking advantage of the fact that Korver can't guard it. See, they've switched and put Aaron McKee on him.
And the Pacers also slowing this down, a half-court game. Philadelphia unable to get out on the break. Nice pass by Jones, the reverse by Foster. And Jeff Foster in double figures already with 10 points. If he gets the double-double, he usually gets the rebounds first.
Well, you got to look at Fred Jones really getting it going, too.
And this will be a foul on Anthony Johnson. Johnson gets his second, but the Pacers lead by 11 with a timeout at Conseco Fieldhouse.
What's driving Indiana? Ford F-150. It's got the pulling power to easily merge onto 465 with a boat in tow. No other truck can pull more or haul more. Ford F-150. It's not just built for tough, it's driving Indiana. And now get $4,000 cash back plus $1,000 bonus cash for a total of up to $5,000 cash. Visit your Indiana Ford store today. F-150, built for the road ahead.
This holiday season, take a look at what you have. You may discover you're already rich.
On the football field, no one was tougher than Iron Mike Ditka.
The most intense football player I'd ever been around.
As a coach, his passion consumed him.
High voltage temper, out of control most of the time.
His intensity turned a dying franchise into a champion.
The greatest honor was winning the Super Bowl as a coach of the Bears.
That nearly cost him his life in return.
I don't think anyone was shocked when Mike had his heart attack.
Beyond the Glory, Sunday at a special time on FSN.
Here we go.
Welcome back to Conseco Fieldhouse. Holiday feeling here as the Indiana Pacers begin a 3-game homestand with Detroit coming in. 12:30 start, Christmas Day, Saturday, and then the New Orleans Hornets on Monday night starting at 7. So a timeout here at Conseco Fieldhouse in Indiana with Rick Carlisle inserting Fred Jones, and Freddie making an impact in a hurry.
Al, we talked about him at the beginning of the game, his ability to make plays. And what we talked about more so was defensively. But there's an opportunity with Kyle Korver not having the foot speed for Freddie to take advantage. Pacers see that opportunity. Fred's done a nice job getting to the rim, either scoring, and on the one time he's got 4 assists. And that's really one of the things I think is really underappreciated about Fred, is his ability to find people and deliver the ball where they can score.
He was extremely missed back on November 12th in Philadelphia. 76ers winning it 106-104 in overtime. A gallant effort by Indiana. They were up 17 points with 4 minutes left in the third, and then just hanging on because they had addressed only the minimum of 8 players, even though that game, the big 3 were playing, and it was a career high of 39 for Jermaine O'Neal. Artest hit for 29. Stephen Jackson had 5 3-pointers at 17 points.
Yeah.
But in the end, 3 players had fouled out, including O'Neal and Tinsley, and the Pacers actually ended the overtime with only 5 players available, and just ran out of gas down to the last second. Jones this time over Iguodala. Foster tipping for it, and it's Iverson reeling out.
This is where he's tough.
The alley-oop. Iguodala in traffic. There's Korver for the first open look, and there it is. He doesn't need much time.
Well, it made a difference if he's guarding Fred, it's a little easier. What happened that time is they put Iguodala on Fred, and that means that the other person, it's harder for Fred to get back to Korver, and that's what you got to keep in mind. That's a great move by Austin there.
He had to get by the big shot-blocking Samuel Dalembert, and a little twist at the end for Austin Crozier. Happy to get back with all the injuries that he has sustained while hanging in there while others fall around him. That's off of Philadelphia. That's their 7th turnover of this first half. So Crozier, the last 3 games out with a sprained ankle, but he's been playing with the cracked rib, and you can see he's still wearing the protector underneath the jersey. The broken bone in his thumb. He also bruised his wrist. Playing on until the last one. And I think he had a well-deserved 10 days off, not just for the ankle, but just for everything. He has been the workhorse, as has Jeff Foster here tonight. How about that?
And give Reggie some credit as well. Jeff was able to complete a tough shot out. No doubt about it. Reggie turned the corner. The help came, got there. To watch Reggie turn the corner. Dalembert steps out, and you see coming over, tries to be Kenny Thomas. He's just not there in time. So they're putting Kyle Korver in a tough position defensively. He makes decisions, you take advantage. Good play by Austin.
Almost got it back to Foster. 12 points, 4 rebounds for Foster. Turnover number 8. Iverson knew it.
Yeah, he knew he got caught. I think at first he thought that Kyle Korver was going to take the shot. But anyway, he got caught going in the air, coming back, throwing the ball down before he came down. And you're not allowed to do that, to make a pass to yourself.
He's 29 years old in his 9th season. But for Allen Iverson, he must feel as if he's played 16 years with all the banging he has had from players wrestling him and the way he plays the game all over the floor. Jamal Tinsley is back in. They say Reggie Miller was on the sideline. Well, tonight we have a home court gift shop game night special for you, and you'll need it. Selected long sleeve Pacers t-shirts, just $16. So log on to ConsecoFieldhouse.com and click on to home court.
And take a look at how small the Pacers are with this lineup.
And there's the big man Dalembert standing above everybody. Iverson wheels around, and it's off of Philly. Takes out of bounds.
They got Dalembert out there who's really not a threat in the post, so they can go small. Jim O'Brien making a plea.
The 76ers will not return home until January 10th for a game. After this one, they'll actually be home for Christmas, then go back on the road for a Monday game in Portland. And then we'll play 7 games on the West Coast. Oh, Tinsley may have just gotten his 3rd foul, reaching in for the missed shot, and that's the call.
Well, he really did, and he actually had Allen Iverson with Allen's third, because as he starts to turn the corner right here, Allen Iverson gets his hand off of him late. There's no question that he floats, but boy, I'm not so sure that Kenny Thomas didn't move into his position, and a frustrated Jamal Tinsley, who only got to come back out on the floor less than a minute and a half.
Well, Tinsley coming off the ankle injury. We'll get a chance to rest, and there is the elusive Andre Iguodala. Oh, no, was that
play? No, that was Iguodala. Williamson threw it to it, but that's the Boston play. They used to run it with Pierce and Walker.
Timeout taken by the Pacers. They still lead by 8.
It's big, it's here, and it's better than ever. Toyotathon 05. The year's biggest event is on with the largest selection and great values on your favorite Toyota trucks. Like the awesome full-size Tundra, now with 1.9% financing for 60 months or 1,000 customer cash. And you have to see the all-new Tacoma, bigger and more powerful with an available 245 horsepower V6 engine. And check out its deck rail system. Toyotathon 05. Quality, selection, value. Now that's moving you forward.
Ooh, fajitas. Ooh, fajitas. Ooh, fajitas.
There's a whole new way to look at fajitas.
Ooh, fajitas.
Taco Bell's Fajita Grilled Stuffed Burrito. Authentic carne asada steak and grilled fajita vegetables, all wrapped in a flour tortilla and grilled to go.
Ooh, fajitas.
For sizzling fajita taste, think outside the bun.
We got boats, we got boats at Ted's Aquamarine.
Your Mercury outboard dealer. Visit us today for great service, selection, and top name brand boats at affordable prices. The 28th Annual Open House and Fishing Clinic is going on January 8th. Pro fisherman Denny Brower at 11 a.m. and Sunday, local pros at 11 a.m.
Get the boat you want when you see what you like at Ted's Aquamarine.
Pacers basketball on FSN Midwest is brought to you by Toyota. Choose any direction as long as it's moving forward. And by Taco Bell. Think outside the bun.
And we welcome you back to Conseco Fieldhouse. Everybody, the Pacers on top by 8. You know, without Jermaine O'Neal, Ron Artest, and Steven Jackson, I asked Jamal Tinsley just how much his game has changed, and he certainly erupted scoring-wise lately, pouring in a career-high 33 points in Chicago on Saturday night. And he said, I've had to change my game a lot, and I just decided to take it all upon myself. We've been shorthanded so much, and there's so much uncertainty that since we don't know what the lineup looks like, I decided that I'll be the constant, and that's what I'm going to be. And Al, he showed that in Chicago Saturday night with his numbers, don't you think?
Well, he certainly did, and he took 31 shots on that night. His former high was 22, and that's a lot of shots for Tinsley. The Indiana NBA mark in a game is 34. Goes back a few years to Super John Williamson. Miller for 3. Swish.
Boy, he was determined to get that shot off. Came off a screen and had the ball fake just to get himself a clean look. And Reggie doesn't normally do that. Must have been called out of the timeout.
Under the radar screen tonight, Reggie Miller, a quiet 8 points in the time that he has played. A very loud 18 for Iverson. This time he gets the assist. And D'Alembert smacks in his first field goal. Iverson this year placed at the point guard position from the shooting guard of last year. Jim O'Brien making the move. Iverson's averaging 7 assists a game. Reggie looking around. He wanted that shot. Instead, the foul is called on Kyle Korver.
On the last possession, you see Reggie look. He ball fakes, gets Korver up, and there's no question because he gets his head up right away and he's looking at the basket. So much so that they've been putting pressure on Korver. They're taking him out and coming with some quickness in Willie Green. But I'm not sure. Willie Green's an offensive player too, so Reggie's going to be tough to deal with because he's got his offensive confidence going.
Well, Korver has the big three-point shooting repertoire, but on the other end of the floor, he's given up 3 field goals to Fred Jones and that 3 to Reggie Miller. So he has been outscored 9-2 in his short stint. This is on D'Alembert, so he has picked up his 3rd personal foul. First-round draft pick out of Seton Hall. Came out after his sophomore season. Jim O'Brien players coach, extremely well respected and liked around the league. And he returns home to Philadelphia. He started at St. Joe's, was assistant coach there. He's the son-in-law of Jack Ramsey. And he is all Philadelphia. And he has embraced Allen Iverson. And likewise, Iverson has embraced O'Brien and trying to put it together here in Philly. Interesting note, Glenn Robinson, the big dog, has been out all season because of tendonitis of the ankle, but he had not been around the team. But yesterday he practiced with the Sixers. He will probably travel with the team when they head out to the West Coast, and they may activate him on the trip if he feels he can go. Speculation all along was that they were trying to move Glenn Robinson and make a deal.
And it's been hard to figure out as you talk to their staff whether Glenn decided he wanted to play or if all of a sudden he realized that he wasn't going to get traded, which he really wanted, without being on the floor. Tough play. Yeah, you're absolutely right. That's a tough one.
But a great save by Crozier. Alley-oop. Oh!
Fred was going to have to adjust, and he knew it because Jackson was coming. Right here, nice job. The one thing that Harrison does well is he can block shots. Does a nice job forcing that miss on the part of Corliss Williamson.
Well, he has 19 blocked shots in the previous 4 ball games. Running after that with Jackson. And they'll call a foul on Harrison, forcing Jackson out of bounds.
Boy, I'll tell you, that's a tough one there.
So the first foul on Harrison and Philly with the ball.
And watch the ball. I mean, Jackson gets over there. Please, that's a tough one there. I'm telling you.
Tougher on the rookie. Foster coming back in, and Crozier gets a nice hand as he leaves with 6 points in this first half. His first game after sitting out the last 10 days. Williamson makes the fake. There's the foul. And no question about that as the veteran hangs up the rookie. So the second foul on Harrison. He's been doing a better job staying out of foul trouble, which was a real problem a little earlier when he got some very valuable playing time with all the injuries. But right now he's up front with Jeff Foster. Scott Pollard again not playing tonight because of the back injury, and that continues now. He's been out the last 10 games. Williamson where he likes it.
Too easy on his own. He had a little lob. I mean, that wasn't challenged very well at all.
Pacers, though, still lead by 9. Sixers have won the last 2 road games to lift them to 3-8 on the road. Was that deflected? Yeah, they say it'll be Indiana ball. So, Quinn, you were talking about the ease of Corliss Williamson getting in.
Yeah, in a zone, this is the area that you should be protecting. If you watch right here, Williamson gets a chance to get it. Now watch, he just runs right down the lane, and nobody gets to him. You can't let anybody get there. If he's standing anywhere in that area against a zone, there's got to be at least 2 people around him. There were not in that zone.
Rick Carlisle takes out Harrison with the 2 fouls. Austin Crozier back in. Rick tonight the liberty of actually making these kind of changes with 12 players dressed for only the 2nd time this year. He already went to 10 different players in the first quarter. Freddie Jones tries to save it, and Crozier punches it to Foster. A little volleyball action there.
A lot of great effort is what that was. I mean, Jeff Foster kept it alive initially, and I wasn't sure Fred could get to the ball, but athletic enough on that long one to get it coming back to a position where the Pacers can get control.
And a foul there on Philly, and Willie Green has his 2nd personal.
See, Fred gets this save here. I mean, he just tries to get it airborne, if you will. Got it airborne, and then Austin came up with it.
Austin Crozier has made some spectacular saves already, so the Pacers hustling, and Reggie Miller could give them a double figures lead with 2 from the foul line. Nothing but the net for Reggie Miller. 24,438 points in his illustrious career. Moving in on number 12 all-time, Patrick Ewing. And Reggie's about 375 away. He has 10 points tonight and 5 of 5 from the foul line. And Indiana by 11, trying to stop the red-hot Allen Iverson for 3. And he hits, and he's just fading away off balance. 21 points for Iverson in the first half. But the good news, the Pacers have held him to 7 in the second quarter.
This guy can make tough shots, I'm telling you.
Iverson held to just 15 in the first game against Indiana. He missed 18 of his 23 shots. And Reggie Miller now feeling it.
Good sight to see. Good sight to see. Yeah, it really is, because Green is a scorer. Reggie was able to step into that shot with ease.
Reggie having the 3 days rest, and you could see it helping him out. Over the weekend, it was back-to-back, and the second game in Chicago, season low of 4 points for Reggie. The only game he's been under double figures this year, shooting 2 of 13 in that one. Tonight, 3 of 4 from the line, from the field, 5 of 5 from the foul line. And right there, he gets Willie Green, foul number 3. And we'll have a timeout. A little over 2 minutes to go. Reggie finds the hoop.
With a smooth ride, available navigation system, and luxuriously quiet interior, the new Jeep Liberty Limited Edition makes you feel like you're in the middle of nowhere, even when you're not. Get 0% financing plus holiday bonus cash plus a holiday cash allowance for up to $4,200 in total savings through January 3rd.
You are so cute.
No, you're cuter.
See how adorable you are. Wish you were here.
Dude, she sounds hot. Get me on the horn.
Is someone there?
The television?
Honey, hang up the phone. What was that? I can't believe you.
So, how about that game last night?
Yeah.
And we welcome you back to Conseco Fieldhouse, everybody. Make sure you stick around for the halftime show. On Pacers game night, we told you about holiday parties that recently were hosted by Jermaine O'Neal, Jeff Foster, and Fred Jones. Coming up at halftime, we'll see how one of those parties has actually sparked a new rivalry within the Pacers locker room. You got to stick around to check that out. That's coming up at halftime, so stay tuned. Al?
And Reggie Miller off to a good start. He and Jeff Foster share the team scoring honors here in the first half. 12 points apiece. And Reggie Miller squaring off against Allen Iverson, who has scored 21 of the Sixers' 38 points. The next leading scorer for the Sixers, Corliss Williamson and Mark Jackson, each with 4 points. Reggie Miller, who had not taken a foul shot in his last 2 games, and he is making up for it here tonight. One of the top 5 all-time best foul shooters, and he continues to bat 1,000 this season. 29 for 29 in this his 8th ball game. Pacers by 12. Green stays on the floor with the 3 fouls, and that's what he does best, finding a hole. Willie Green has started the last 4 games, and what got him into the starting lineup, Philly was down by 18 in the game against Denver. He came off the bench and in 15 minutes exploded for 17 points. Miller thought he had that one, just short. It was right on line.
Well, I thought he had him too.
Iverson gets by 2 of the Pacers. That leaves Williamson open. Foster gets the hand on it. And Jones and Johnson in the backcourt. Tinsley on the bench with 3 personal fouls. Jamal had that quick start, 7 points in the first quarter. Jones gets some room. Jackson takes a dive. Foster heads in, knocking over several bodies on the way, and just Jeff totally out of control. That's a tough pass to Foster at that point.
That's a great call, Al. It is a tough pass to Jeff. You have to give Jeff a pass where he can see where it's going. You can see he had to reach back for the ball, so Jeff could not see what was in front of him, so he ended up running over the defender.
Foster's made 6 of his 7 shots tonight. Got to pick up a little bit with the rebounds. Only 4 in this first half.
He just picked up a steal that time.
He's averaged 16 rebounds a game over the last 4, 65 boards to be exact in the last 4 games for the workhorse, Jeff Foster. Reggie open just for the moment. This time they get it to Foster to be able to make his moves.
Got no lift. He's tired. He had absolutely no lift on that.
Iverson against Johnson. Squirts by, and the foul.
First of all, if you can't be getting to the rim, somebody's got to step up as soon as the man is beat. Or beaten, if you will.
So Foster gets his 2nd personal foul. And here is Iverson. He finds the seam.
Yeah, I think Jeff is the guy that Rick has got to be looking to get out, because he didn't have any of the pop to get over there in position to get the foul, so he ended up reaching.
Iverson, 23 points. He has hit 7 of 13 from the floor. 1 of those a three-pointer, 8 of 10 from the foul line. So there's no question about it. Allen Iverson understands the historic nature of this game, trying to join only Wilt Chamberlain and Michael Jordan to become the 3rd player all time in the NBA to score 50 points in 3 consecutive ball games. Well, Friday, a special presentation of Fox NFL Sunday. Brett Favre leads the Packers against Dante Culpepper and the Vikings, and both teams fighting for playoff position. Coverage of the Fox NFL Sunday special begins Friday at 3 Eastern Time. Well, those are the numbers over the last 5 for the offensive machine from Philadelphia. He's averaged 40 points a game over the last 5. He has taken the scoring leadership in the NBA, something he's won already on 3 occasions. He's moved a full point ahead of Kobe Bryant. And trying to carry the Philadelphia 76ers up in that Atlantic division. Although they're 4 under 500, they're just 2.5 games behind the first-place Knicks, who are 13 and 12. Harrison is in for Foster. Crozier has come up short with his outside shots here tonight.
No, I just looked at Allen Iverson telling his guys he wants to try to get this thing down again going into the half. So they go flat with what they call it. The help looks like it should be on Fred Jones' side, because you got 2 non-shooters over there, and that's exactly where they forced the ball.
It leaves Iguodala open, and Fred Jones has it. He has time. Jones shoots.
Oh, I thought he had it too. He had 1 more dribble in him.
So Allen Iverson scores 23 in his hunt for 50 here tonight. 23 of the half, very much in range. But it's been all Iverson. It's not been enough for the Sixers, who trail the hometown Pacers at halftime.
There's only 2 weeks to deal on America's hottest products. For 2 weeks only, buy any new Dodge and make no monthly payments until May 2005. Or lease and pay no security deposit. Now, qualified returning Daimler Chrysler lessees can grab a Ram 1500 Quad Cab SLT for just $199 a month. Plus, grab Dodge's 770 Powertrain Limited Warranty. But you've got to get it in gear, because 2 weeks to deal ends January 3rd.
At CarQuest, our people go above and beyond the call of duty to help the technician working on your car by supplying them with superior service and only quality auto parts. And with nearly 4,000 stores and over 130,000 CarQuest parts to choose from, we'll be there when you need us. CarQuest, the professional choice.
I will pass some blind curves.
I will back up on the interstate.
Disregard stop signs.
Run red lights.
Refuse to yield.
Fall asleep at the wheel.
Tailgate at high speeds.
I will drink and drive.
Even in good weather, there are still hazardous driving conditions.
I will never see you coming. I will be out there, but safety starts with you. Buckle up. Drive safe.
arrive alive.
It's big, it's here, and it's better than ever. Toyotathon 05. The year's biggest event is on with the largest selection and great values on your favorite Toyota trucks. Like the awesome full-size Tundra, now with 1.9% financing for 60 months or $1,000 customer cash. And you have to see the all-new Tacoma, bigger and more powerful with an available 245 horsepower V6 engine. And check out its deck rail system. Toyotathon 05. Quality.
With NFL Sunday Ticket from DirecTV, you can go everywhere the action is.
Play with that! Come on, 2 out of 3. Simon says arms out. Good. Nachos.
From stadium to stadium, all around the league.
Got it.
See this Sunday's pivotal matchups. Order NFL Sunday Ticket pay-per-day for just $39.99. Only from DirecTV.
Sand painting is practiced by many cultures. Notice how they place the sand, one grain at a time. They've been working on this piece for over 8 days. I'm sorry, no pictures, please. Just look at the detail.
Want to get away? Now you can. Go to Southwest.com for Southwest Airlines $39 to $149 internet specials to 59 destinations nationwide. Purchased by January 16.
You are now free to move about the country.
Sports, FoxSports.com on MSN.
Season's greetings from FSN Midwest.
Welcome back to Conseco Fieldhouse, everybody. Right now at the half, it's 50-42 Indiana Pacers, and we welcome you to our halftime show here on FSN Midwest. I'm your host, Stacey Pates. Now, if you were watching Pacers game night, we told you about Jermaine O'Neal, Jeff Foster, and Freddie Jones hosting some holiday parties. Well, there's one in particular that's gotten some things started in the locker room of the Indiana Pacers. Fred Jones, he may be the best dunker in the NBA right now, but you'll see that on this night, his skills were anything but a slam dunk.
Andy, yeah. What's wrong with Mark? Yo, I'm seeing double. I can't see.
Freddie is a much better basketball player than he is a video game player, and as is obvious in the films, I don't think he beat me in a single thing, and he gave up on several things and quit on the kids and complained about the screen and said he was seeing double.
Yeah, Freddie, get last. Man, my thing is broke. Switch cars. Switch cars. No, definitely they didn't get the best. You know, I got to get a kid some kind of glory, you know, and let them enjoy themselves today. You know, this is their day. It's not for me. So, of course, I'll let the kids win a couple games. You know, Jeff, he's a big kid at heart.
I don't know what Fred Jones has going on, but basketball is definitely in his best interest to stick with.
Come on.
Now, doesn't everybody do that? You know, if you're playing tennis and you can't hit the ball, you blame the racket. How's Freddie going to blame the game? It's okay, Freddie. If you can't drive, it's okay. We're not mad at you. And Jeff said you need to stick with basketball, so we'll watch you on the court in the second half. We'll be back with more on the halftime report from Conseco Fieldhouse coming right back at you. It's 50-42 Pacers. We'll be right back.
It's 2 weeks to deal, where qualified returning Daimler Chrysler employee lessees can lease the exciting Sebring sedan for just $149 a month. Or choose the spacious Town & Country, the first minivan with stow-and-go seating and storage. And even the adventurous four-wheel drive Jeep Liberty, your choice for only $149 a month. Plus, pay no security deposit. But hurry, 2 weeks to deal ends January 3rd. So get to your Chrysler and Jeep superstores today.
Wednesday and Thursday only at Circuit City. All CDs are on sale for just $9.99 or less. Choose from thousands of the hottest CDs. All on sale for just $9.99 or less Wednesday and Thursday only. And while you're there, be sure to pick up a Circuit City gift card, too. It's the perfect gift for everyone on your list. Last-minute shopping has never been easier. Hurry into Circuit City today.
You're just what I needed.
This holiday season, take a look at what you have. You may discover you're already rich.
This week on the Best Damn Sports Show, period. Tiger Woods, the Eagles' Terrell Owens, and former Lakers coach Phil Jackson. This week at 9 and midnight Eastern.
Hey, 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 it's Fred Elvis. Hey, 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 watch me play. Now this one is going through the rafters, and before it hits the bottom of the net, I will have filled out my official NBA All-Star ballot. Throw it down, big man. Okay. Hey, 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 what did I say?
Send your favorite players to NBA All-Star 2005 in Denver. Watch all the action live February 20th on TNT.
It's 50-42 Indiana Pacers here at Conseco Fieldhouse. And we thank you for joining us on our halftime report. And the Pacers, of course, will be playing on Christmas Day here at Conseco Fieldhouse against the reigning world champion Detroit Pistons. And also another game to tell you about on Monday night. Baron Davis has been activated for New Orleans and might possibly make an appearance on the court on Monday versus the Pacers. 7 p.m. Tickets are still available. Go to Ticketmaster, call 1-800-4NBA-TICKS, or you can go to Pacers.com or KensecoFieldhouse.com. Right now, Allen Iverson leads all scorers with 23 points, and Reggie Miller chipped in 14, which leads all Indiana Pacers. Here's a look at Reggie Miller. 14 for him in the first half. It's 50-42. We'll be back for the second half next.
There's only 2 weeks to deal on America's hottest products. For 2 weeks only, buy any new Dodge and make no monthly payments until May 2005. Or lease and pay no security deposit. Now qualified returning Daimler Chrysler lessees can grab a Dodge Grand Caravan SXT for just $199 a month. Plus, grab Dodge's 770 Powertrain Limited Warranty. But you've got to get it in gear, because 2 weeks to deal ends January 3rd.
Fajitas. Ooh, fajita. Ah!
Ooh, fajitas. There's a whole new way to look at fajitas.
Ooh, fajitas.
The Fajita Grilled Stuffed Burrito from Taco Bell. Loaded with authentic carne asada steak and grilled fajita vegetables. All wrapped in a flour tortilla and grilled to go.
Ooh, fajitas.
For sizzling fajita taste, think outside the bun.
I will pass some blind curves.
I will back up on the interstate.
Disregard stop signs.
Run red lights. Refuse to yield.
Fall asleep at the wheel.
Tailgate at high speeds.
I will drink and drive.
Even in good weather, there are still hazardous driving conditions.
I will never see you coming. I will be out there, but safety starts with you. Buckle up, drive safe, arrive alive.
We got boats, we got boats at Ted's Aquamarine.
Your Mercury outboard dealer. Visit us today for great service, selection, and top name brand boats at affordable prices. The 28th Annual Open House and Fishing Clinic is going on January 8th. Pro fisherman Denny Brower at 11 a.m. and Sunday, local pros at 11 a.m.
Get the boat you want when you see what you like at Ted's Aquamarine.
It's big, it's here, and it's better than ever. Toyotathon 05. The year's biggest event is on with the largest selection and great values on your favorite Toyota trucks. Like the awesome full-size Tundra, now with 1.9% financing for 60 months or 1,000 customer cash. And you have to see the all-new Tacoma, bigger and more powerful with an available 245 horsepower V6 engine. And check out its deck rail system. Toyotathon 05. Quality, selection, value. Now that's moving you forward.
This copyrighted telecast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Welcome back to Conseco Fieldhouse. We are at halftime, and the Indiana Pacers are halfway from 100 points in this game, and Allen Iverson is almost halfway to 50. He has 23 at the half, but his last ball game he had 51 and the Sixers lost. Again, he's putting up the points. Fans want to see him score. they're seeing him do that, but the rest of his team, the next high scorer is 4. A lot of Sixers standing around. They trail the Pacers by 8.
I mean, that's what happens when you have a guy that scores so much like Allen Iverson. I mean, he's a tremendous scorer. I don't think there's any doubt about it. And what the Pacers have been trying to do is to corral him, but he is so clever with the basketball and such a good athlete. He can get into places that most people have trouble. If you don't get to him early, Al, he can knock down shots with range, and once you start getting there, then he looks for the opportunity to get to the rim. So the Pacers have got to hold everybody else down because Allen Iverson is having a good first half.
All right, Quinn, let's crunch the numbers in the first half. Pacers shooting well, 47 points, 47% led by Reggie Miller with 14 points. 12 of 15 from the foul line. That 8 of 10 for Philadelphia from the foul line, that's all Allen Iverson. Pacers +3 on the boards. 4 block shots, including 2 by James Jones. Both teams' benches with 11 points apiece, and Rick Carlisle able to use the bench tonight because he finally has all 12 players dressed. We'll be back with the second half.
With faster acceleration than a BMW 325xi and an Audi TT, the all-new Hemi-powered Jeep Grand Cherokee conquers the road like a sports car. And with our exclusive Quadra-Drive 2 4-wheel drive system, it conquers everything else like a trail-rated Jeep 4x4. Now, during the Jeep year-end sales drive, get a combined cash allowance of $2,000 on Grand Cherokee. Hurry, ends January 3rd.
On the football field, no one was tougher than Iron Mike Ditka.
The most intense football player I'd ever been around.
As a coach, his passion consumed him.
High voltage temper, out of control most of the time.
His intensity turned a dying franchise into a champion.
The baseline was winning the Super Bowl as a coach of the Bears.
That nearly cost him his life in return.
I don't think anyone was shocked when Mike had his heart attack.
Beyond the Glory, Sunday at a special time on FSN. It's IMAX, home of the funniest, freshest opinions in sports.
It don't mean a thing if you ain't got that bling. He's one of the most feared athletes in the history of American sports.
Every weeknight, Max takes on today's biggest names.
Welcome back to my ongoing argument with the whole wide world.
IMAX, tonight on FSN.
Have you noticed that networks that feature dinosaurs, kitchen makeovers, their shows about dead guys, have been adding cool car shows to their lineup? Some even claim to be the first men's network. Yeah, right. Speed Channel is dedicated to adrenaline junkies and gearheads 24/7.
Trouble! Rewind for the win!
Racing to restoration, classics to concepts. Speed Channel. Fuel your passion 24/7.
Weeknights on FX.
Can I put a gun rack on my bike?
Do you know how long I've been waiting for you to ask me that?
Now's your chance to get a whole new look at a real American family.
This is that thing about me giving 110%, right?
Bobby, if you weren't my son, I'd hug you.
FX takes you straight to Hill. King of the Hill. Weeknights on FX.
Season's greetings.